Happy 2 years. Hi, Tina. We're back here again. Happy 2 years. So the inspiration behind Retro is actually from that same song. It's called Fly by Regine Velasquez, one of my favorite all-time Filipina singer. And the name of her album is called Retro. And I was really inspired by love. Trying to remember the lyrics. There is the power of the love and take us higher. It's something about love, vibrating that love higher. I was telling you earlier that like my budget, I like overexceeded my budget for it, which was like $0 really. And I was super thankful to even had like the dream quarantine, Marissa, Leia, Jessica, and Rafi at Studio Flix, like I basically had used up like literally almost all my money to produce that shoot. Ironically, I was scared coming into this to my second year. And even in that video, my experience in itself was like, can I do this? Like, can I actually make this happen? Like, am I deserving of embracing myself in front of the camera and having these lovely friends of mine, this amazing creative team support me? Like, am I really deserving of that? And I believe that the final product of it very much shows that. There were decades, actually, there were decades that we wanted to portray, because retro, when I thought of retro, it's like 70s, clearly. So there's retro 70s, which is the one with the wig, and then there's punk 80s, which is actually Madonna inspired, which is the all white, the black corset, and then the last look, the bedazzled blue hat and the orange kind of top is 90s. I liked all of them, but I would say that I really enjoyed retro 70s. I really enjoyed the 70s one. Okay, so coming into the shoot, I knew that I wanted a wig. So some wig for some sort, just to like differentiate. And lastly, to conclude that question, I just really wanted to explore what it was like to play different characters, like caricature. If it's really something that your heart and your gut is telling you, you will do it regardless of what people think, regardless of the outcome. Like, be messy, get dirty, just do the work, and because for me, going back to the shoot, it was messy, it was dirty. We got dirty, in terms of like doing the work. And after the shoot, I was literally I was like this. I was like, oh fudge, this is so overwhelming. That's why it took me like a couple of days to really look back into the footage and the pictures and be like, I did it. Let this be your motivation, your inspiration for you to just go out there. Life is really short. If this pandemic has not like taught you anything, let this be one of the lessons that you learn or want to learn, that, as hard as it is we shouldn't be the ones to hold ourselves back. Having a support system to keep you accountable, because that's what really helped me. Like when I had the picnic with them, I was nervous. I had just recently buried my aunt too, so that was really like such a time, such a hard time for me. But bringing them together to like sit down to talk about this group picnic weeks before the shoot was actually important, because for the most part we could have just met online, but having that like physical, like, hey, we're gonna do this, I knew that I needed to have something to show for. As of now, I do feel like I'm in a stage where I'm like, I feel insecure, and I think that's okay. I feel a little bit more subconscious than I've ever felt. I feel like, am I even doing the right thing? Like, like, what do I have to show for? Like, why am I doing this? Those are the things that actually have been going through my mind, because I'm gonna admit, I really struggle with my self-esteem as a person in general, let alone putting myself out there, so there is that like mirror that happens, and it's like, sometimes I'm just like, am I ready for this? Like, even though I've already uploaded the video and it's already there, and I'm like, so kind of doing this consistently does really make me feel like I'm on the edge of the seat, and it does really require me to be like, okay. when the pandemic hit, I was like, well, first of all, I was like, what's gonna happen to my channel? And then second, I was like, well, I do have all of these like contents that I've recorded. And third, I was like, this is all kind of irrelevant at the moment. You know, like I really wanted to take the opportunity to use my channel as a way to like express what I was feeling and to have that outlet. You know, so that was the reason why I made that shift to creating more spoken words, to creating more cinematic shorts, to basically create content that had more emotional gut to it. Like in one of my videos, I was crying. Well, actually 2 of them now, you know, like well, that wouldn't be the first really, but it was just like, that's where I was. And that's, you know, I wanted to show, you know, everyone that like, there's nothing wrong with what you are feeling. And you know, it was really important for me to basically show up as I am. I think I still have some like pre-packaged, some like recorded stuff that I filmed that I will be putting out. But I do think what I'm really excited about year 2 and moving forward is you're going to be seeing much more like visceral contents that's more like real time. Throughout all of this, I'm super thankful for this ability to show up, to still be here, for the friendships that I've made, the experiences that I've cultivated and experienced. You know, like one of them is you know, honoring retro to my late aunt, you know, Mami Ate Erlinda Sanderson. You know, like I'm super thankful that I started my YouTube early enough or soon enough really, to be able to capture the last couple of holidays that I've had with her, because, you know, even though she may not be with us anymore, we will always have that because I captured it, you know. And even though when I was filming them, I was just like, what am I doing? You know, but at some point life will tell you, or life will have to tell you why your work matters, why it matters, and why you matter, you know. So I'm really thankful, super thankful for the family that I've had, you know. And whatever happens from here is really extra.